and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to bring you updates on Diddy. Diddy has been arrested. Guys, yes, he has been arrested. Now, for some of you who don't know, Diddy has been going through so many legal challenges. People have sued. It all started with Cassie, the video of Cassie. Even before then, Cassie, who he dated for over a decade, decided to sue him. And even before then, according to what people are saying, they were in negotiation. She was asking for $30 million, but Diddy was not willing to pay $30 million. And then she sued him. It wasn't even up to 24 hours, Diddy settled with Cassie. The feds raided and the video of Cassie was released where he was punching, kicking and beating her up in a hotel hallway was released online. So people were like, okay, Diddy, you did it. Diddy did it. So a lot of people have been suing Diddy up, right, center. People suing about his freak-off parties, that Diddy swing both ways. Diddy is sex trafficker. Like, there are so many allegations that has been heaped on him. And because of the Cassie video, I don't even think he did it. And what they're saying now is P did it. Right now, he has been arrested. And I am just going to play some of the TikTok reactions from people responding or reacting to his arrest. Now watch this.
The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse.
Breaking news.
Diddy Combs got arrested today. Yeah, you heard that right. The hip-hop mogul just got taken down by federal agents right in the lobby of a New York City hotel. NBC News is all over it, reporting that this has been brewing since March. Just last week, Diddy got hit with a massive $100 million judgment for allegedly mistreating and sexually assaulting a man back in 1997. His lawyer is calling it bogus, saying Diddy's innocent and ready to fight. But that's not all. The heat's really turning up because now he's facing a wave of lawsuits from women accusing him of sexual assault. Even one of his former Danity Kane band members is speaking out. And it gets worse. Federal agents raided his homes in LA and Miami, tying him to shocking allegations involving sex trafficking and illegal firearms. This is insane. Diddy's camp is keeping quiet right now, but the real question is, why is that a lot on social media believe that Diddy is innocent and has nothing to do with these allegations?
Diddy has been arrested in New York. Literally just woke up to the news, so yes, I'm making this in a car park. He was arrested by officers in a Manhattan hotel. It's unclear at the moment what the charges are because he's been arrested on a sealed indictment. Diddy's lawyer said he was disappointed with the unjust prosecution of Diddy. He also said that the diddler is an imperfect person, but he's not a criminal. He also said that these are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and Diddy looks forward to clearing his name in court. Now, there have been loads of women coming forward about Diddy. You'll remember that his house got raided, but there was also that video of him and Cassie where he attacked her in a hotel lobby. Diddy did post a video at the time apologising to Cassie. Him and his lawyers have always denied any of the sexual allegations. It is thought that more details about his arrest are due to come out, potentially even a court case with what Diddy's lawyer was saying. Lawyers that are representing some of the victims that came forward also released a statement. They said this long-awaited arrest is the first step in getting their clients justice. Diddy seems to have been pretty untouchable until now, living his life and just continuing as normal. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is time finally up for Diddy?
First it was Bill Cosby, and now it's Diddy, bro. These lot are the perfect examples of why you guys should never ever idolize celebrities, bro. Look what happened there. Look at this. Law enforcement officials confiscated narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles during raids in March 2024. The narcotics and baby oil were used during his freak-off orgy sessions, which he forced women to join. When are people finally gonna learn, fam? A lot of these celebrities are weirdos, fam. The weirdos. You guys remember that video that came out a few months ago when Diddy was whooping Cassie, bro? You know what I'm saying? In 4K, mama didn't care, fam. He was booting her in the head. He stomped on her, everything. He didn't care, fam. A man tried paying 50k to the hotel to try and get them to give him the video and to not report on the thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the maddest thing is what I said before here was like, that's what we seen him do in public. Imagine what he did when there's no cameras there. Imagine the amount of stuff that he's done to probably different people when there isn't any record of recording or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's insane to me. A lot of people also think, oh yeah, I want to be famous. Oh yeah, I want to be rich and famous and all this stuff. When a lot of these rich and famous people, fam, they're still human beings who do despicable things, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop treating these people like they're gods or they're royalty and just live your life, man.
Alright, dude. What the flip? 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube were confiscated from Diddy's crib. There's no defending it. Why would you need that much? I'm just speechless. But before we get to the video, once again, you lot remember, delivery voucher link in bio. But this is insane work. What reason do you obtain that? What are you going to tell the jury when they said, yeah, we found 1,000 bottles of lube in your drum, yeah? All these allegations are coming out. It's all adding up. You know what I'm saying? You think they're going to say, oh, that's an innocent man for sure. Guilty as charged, big man. That is insane. 1,000 bottles, bro. I don't think you lot are deep in how much that. He was planning for times like this. He had lube and that stacked up for rainy days, bro. In case he ever went brass or anything. At least he can still do them. That's the way his brain works, innit? But he's been moving mad. 1,000 bottles of oil and lube. That's insane. I don't know if you lot can see at the bottom. He said the baby oil and lubricant, these were items allegedly used in freak-offs. What the hell is a freak-off? I actually don't want to know. Don't tell me.
So the feds went and got P. Diddy. That's right, Pro Diddler is now in jail. He's getting charged with racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, and a bunch of other stuff like kidnapping and arson and shit. Which, what? Someone said he dropped a Molotov cocktail in someone's car, which is, that's some wild shit. Some people really live life different. That's all I'm saying. What's interesting is that's not what people are highlighting today. The only two things that I'm seeing on social media, on news outlets, is one, that he got arrested, right? He got federal charges pressed against him and he's been arrested. And two, that the authorities seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from his house during the raid. That's all over the internet today. Which, why is that the thing that's being focused on? Like, why, of all the stuff that's happening, why is the amount of baby oil the thing that people are focused on? Like, don't get me wrong. Having 1,000 bottles of anything in your house is crazy. Like, how you buy 999 bottles and be like, that's not enough? You know how long it takes you to get through an entire bottle of baby oil? People be having the same bottle for years. And this man has so much oil that the U.S. government actually went and got his ass. Johnson & Johnson gonna be in the courtroom like, hey, yo, free my mans. He ain't do nothing.
Look who's going jail. Look who's going jail.